a most random Friday morning live, which I don't know if I might be watching this live, but I just thought to record this because I'm doing something now that is making me laugh at myself, and I thought to share this. So this morning, I'm trying to copy some files on my system. I work in media, for those that don't know, so sometimes I'm copying files from my system to a hard drive, or from one hard drive to another, maybe trying to back up content or things that we have recorded over time, right? So so that's what I'm trying to do this morning. I'm trying to back up some files. And usually, so let me see, can I? Yes, I can. I'm gonna turn my camera rather, to show you what I'm doing. So in the process of trying to back up those files, there are 5 files, and these files are quite heavy. I mean, the combination of all the files are like two terabyte plus, right? And in the process of trying to copy those files, I was doing it one at a time, but I became very impatient, because sometimes in life we become very impatient. And I decided to copy 4 files at a time. And so I just want to show us what is going on here with my system. Okay, that is it. So I try to copy 4 files at a time. Let me try to be a good camera person. Okay, can you guys see what's going on? I try to copy 4 files at a time. And what has happened with this process is that a journey that would have taken me maybe just about 1 hour each, if I was copying 1 file at a time, is now going to take me a combination of, I don't know how many hours this is going to take, because of my impatience. So if you can see that some of the files are 300. You see, this is why it's not easy to do live video. Sorry about that. Some of the files are 300 and something gig. Some of the files are 100 and something gig, and all of that is taking a combination of 5 hours, 6 hours, 4 hours, and the like. And I had to ask myself, Toyin, why are you not copying these files one at a time? Why are you just impatient? Why are you in a hurry that you're not copying these files one at a time? And this just reminded me, let me bring the camera back to myself. Sorry, that's a view of my office. And this just reminded me of how impatient we can be in life, right? Where if you were going to do one task at a time, we would be more efficient, more productive. I'm going to try to put this back on my tripod so I don't have to hold the phone. We'll be more productive and efficient than if we were trying to do, this process is not working out well, but than if we're trying to do 4 things at a time. And how many of us can actually be like that sometimes? We just think that time is rushing. And so you have so many goals and aspirations, and you just want to finish everything immediately. Like, you cannot chill, you cannot be patient. You want to be a dancer, a singer, a doctor, a lawyer, everything at the same time. Or you have several tasks to do at work. You have several books to read at the same time. How many books can you read at once that you'll be very productive at? How many things can we do at once that will be very productive at? We can't. You have to learn to be patient. You have to learn to do things one at a time. If not, you'll be like me now. And the funny thing is, because of how systems work, I can't use my system to do anything anymore. I was trying to edit, the system was lagging, the system has become sluggish, so I'm almost stuck. And a part of me is now being so stubborn because the process has started. I don't want to stop the process. So I'm just going to do something else, because this is not making any sense. This really is not making any sense. And I just thought to share, we talk about this thing about multitasking. Yes, Esther, this thing about multitask and all those things. Sometimes it's just a trap. It's really just a trap. Why don't you have a to-do list? Do the first one, finish the first one, and do the second one. There are some things that you can multitask on. Maybe you're a married woman, you need to be in the house while you're cooking. Maybe you need to be on a Zoom meeting while you're carrying the baby. There are some things that Whether we like it or not, you don't have a choice. You have to multitask. But I also think that this concept of multitasking sometimes has been a trap that has really led to less efficiency and less productivity. And you might invest time better, because time is an investment. We might spend time better and invest time better if you did the first thing, finish it, move on to the next thing, finish it, and move on to the next thing. So I just thought to quickly share this lesson, and like I said, I don't know why I decided to do a YouTube live, and my phone has fallen down and falling up in the process of doing this YouTube live. But this is for someone to say, know when the season demands to multitask, but also know when the season demands to focus on one thing at a time, so that at the end of the day, sometimes you go to work, you go to the office, and you have a to-do list of 10 things. You finish the work day, and at 5 p.m., you cannot say this is one thing you did. Why? Because when you were on to-do list number 1, something happened, you quickly remembered something else, you ran to do it. In the process of doing that one, a call came in, you ran to do the next thing and the next thing. And in the space of maybe 6 hours or 7 hours of a working day, you've not done one task to the end. It's a waste of time. It's actually a waste of time. And there's nothing wrong with starting one thing, you remember the next thing, simply write it down, pen it down. A phone call comes in, you say, you know what, I'm working on this now, let me finish this in front of me, I'll get to this next. There's nothing wrong in that. But we feel like we're under pressure. We feel like the world is just pulling us in 10 billion different directions. As you're trying to pray, you are thinking of the food you're going to make, then you're thinking of what you're going to do in the office. Then it's not effective. So just like me, with this wonderful thing that I'm copying, can you see the first one? The first one says 5 hours, the second one says 5 hours, the third one says 9 hours, the fourth one says 5 hours. If I was doing this one by one, the first one would have said maybe 2 hours, and it would have actually gotten done in less than 2 hours. And then when I finished that, I would have done the second one and the third one and the fourth one. Anyways, maybe Esther, maybe I did this video because of you. I don't even know why. This was a crazy idea. And if I publish this video and you happen to watch it, forgive the fact that my phone kept falling down. It was a very unplanned live. But I think that, sometimes these concepts of life that we are living with day by day, they're just traps. They're just traps. And we have to know what works per time, per season. Okay, now it's time for me to get back to work, because this is another interruption in what I'm meant to be doing today. So it might be a distraction. Let me get back to work. Have a wonderful Friday or whatever day you watch this video, because I'm just going to publish it. All right, bye. God bless. Thank you for joining.